It's Wednesday. It is the crucial day when in the Greek Parliament they have to pass the austerity deal they agreed in Brussels on Sunday night. Alexis Tsipras went on TV last night and said we're going to vote for this even though we know it's a bad deal. It's a tough austerity deal we don't agree with. But that is not really the main problem. The main problem is best understood if you were to look at a chart of Greek deposit withdrawals going back 5 years since the moment austerity started. Alexis Tsipras pointed out last night that since then 250 billion euros have left the Greek banking system in the last 5 years, and his whole purpose in trying to do a deal with Brussels is to bring that money back. Tsipras points out that if the Greeks were to leave the euro, then that 250 billion would then come back, be converted into a devalued drachma, and as he puts it, those people who own that money would buy up everything in Greece. But the problem is, will the deal they've done, if implemented, actually stop Greece leaving the euro? And the IMF's report, leaked yesterday, against the wishes of the Europeans, suggests strongly that it will not work, and that Greece ultimately, without debt relief, is on a path to euro exit. Let's look at the details of the IMF report. It has to judge whether a country's debt is sustainable. Well, it's basically saying the debt it already imposed on Greece is not sustainable. The debt it's about to be taking on, 86 billion thereabouts, in the new bailout is also not sustainable. And the level of austerity imposed is, says the IMF, going to tank the Greek economy so that its debts compared to its GDP will rise to unsustainable levels. That's why the IMF now is in the very strongest terms saying to the Germans, you have to, number one, give Greece a 30-year holiday from repaying any of this debt. Number two, you have to write off part of it. The Germans are absolutely opposed. Now, here in Greece, I think it's fair to say at all sides of politics there's a little bit of cognitive dissonance going on, i.e. difficulty in recognising reality. If the IMF says that the scale of your debt is unpayable and it's going to crash your economy, and the Eurozone says, no way are we writing off any of that debt, then whatever you think about the whole social justice aspect of Greece, that is, you want the debt cut so you can do more social programs for the poor and pay people better wages and all the rest of it, whatever you think about that, put that to one side. The IMF's intervention is devastating because it spells out the logic that with the German position, the Greek position in the euro is doomed. The question remains, will any party, any of the main parties, the Conservatives, the Socialists, the New Labour types, or Syriza itself, draw those conclusions? Because at the moment, none of them are. I'll be doing these vlogs every day until the Greek crisis is over. So wish me luck. So the news is, it looks like No has won the Greek referendum by about 60%.